I pretended to be unconscious in the hospital just to hear what my family really planned to do with my money. The accident wasn't my fault. A drunk driver ran a red light and slammed into my Tesla at 60 miles per hour. When I woke up in the ICU, machines were beeping around me and my head felt like it had been split open with an axe. The first thing I heard was my stepmother Delilah's voice. The doctor said he might not wake up for weeks, maybe never. I kept my eyes closed and my breathing steady. Through the fog of pain medication, I realized this was my chance to finally learn what my family really thought of me. Even if he does wake up, my half-brother Quentin said, the brain damage could be severe. He might need care for the rest of his life. My biological father cleared his throat. We need to discuss the will. I'd always known my family was money hungry, but hearing them plot over my hospital bed while I was supposedly dying was a new low. 3 years ago, my grandmother had left me her entire fortune, $3.2 million in real estate and investments. She'd skipped over Dad completely, telling the lawyer he'd pissed away every opportunity she'd ever given him. The inheritance had caused a rift. Suddenly, everyone wanted to be my best friend. Delilah started cooking my favorite meals. Quentin invited me to golf every weekend. Dad began calling just to chat, something he'd never done in my 28 years of life. I should have seen through their sudden affection. The power of attorney documents are in his desk, Delilah said. I saw them when I was looking for his insurance papers. You went through his private files? Dad asked. Someone had to handle things while he's unconscious, she snapped. The bills don't stop coming just because he's in a coma. I wasn't in a coma. The doctors had told me I'd suffered a severe concussion and some internal bleeding, but my brain function was normal. I'd been conscious for 2 days, but the morphine made me groggy, and I'd been drifting in and out of sleep. That's when I'd overheard them making plans. If he dies, everything goes to us as his only family, Quentin said. And if he lives but can't function? Dad asked. Then we become his legal guardians and manage his money, Delilah explained. Either way, we finally get what should have been ours from the beginning. My blood ran cold. They weren't hoping for my recovery. They were hoping for my death, or at least my permanent disability. What about the girlfriend? Quentin asked. Fiona's been here every day. She's not family, Delilah said dismissively. She has no legal claim to anything. Fiona, sweet, caring Fiona who'd been by my bedside reading to me, holding my hand, crying when she thought no one was looking. She was the only person who genuinely cared whether I lived or died. We should probably look into moving him to a state facility, Dad said. Keep the costs down. The cheaper the better, Delilah agreed. Every dollar we save on his care is a dollar we keep. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. They were already planning to warehouse me in some substandard facility while they spent my inheritance. What if he wakes up and remembers things? Quentin asked nervously. Brain injuries cause memory loss, Delilah said. We'll tell him he asked us to help manage his finances after the accident. Who's he going to believe? His loving family or his confused, injured brain? The nurse entered to check my vitals. Any change? She asked. Nothing, Dad said sadly. We're just praying for a miracle. After she left, they resumed their plotting. I've already looked into transferring the house deed, Quentin said. If we can prove he's mentally incompetent. That's when I realized they'd been planning this for longer than just the 3 days since my accident. They'd been researching how to steal my inheritance while I was fighting for my life. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video, watch the rest down below.